And we're back, ready to get right back into this matchup between R2B Basarahan and Wu Ji. Got the TP right off the bat to the bottom lane for Gillowace on the Vengeful Spirit. Juliana on the Earthshake is me heading towards that off lane. WTZ going to be playing that Ancient Apparition. LJSL is going to be on that Queen of Pain. And finally, LeBron James. Is this the LeBron James? It's the king on the Slardar. Meanwhile, for Wu Ji, we've got NJ on the Darkseer. Ange on something like that on the Gyrocopter. Kang on your mid lane Dragon Knight. Johnny 2000 on your Winter Wyvern. And finally, JX Nova going to be handling up that Tusk. We could find ourselves in a little bit of an engagement here on the bottom lane, where we see absolutely nothing happening. Even with the widest angle we can have, there is nothing happening here. And suddenly we're going to see, who is it? Who is it? Oh, just pan down a little bit more. It's a Queen of Pain! Queen of Pain and the Tusk going in to the river with the Ion Shell hat. Actually, it's more like a chess piece for him. Dragon Knight takes a lot of damage. Oh man, look at the Chilling Touch damage. Chilling Touch damage doing so much. And in the chaos, the Queen of Pain picks up the bounty rune. The first blood goes down. The Dragon Knight is one to die. And LeBron James is going to get saved a little bit by that Tusk ice shards. And now the Vengeful Spirit will go down as well. The Darkseer putting some more hats on his friends. And Johnny has the Ion Shell and is putting it onto the Ancient Apparition, who's trying to get away. Doesn't really have enough damage here against the Winter Wyvern. Winter Wyvern is just going to set up for their harass damage. So it's a 2-for-1 in the river. And we already have the Dragon Knight having a difficult time in that mid lane against the Queen of Pain. The old level 1 5v5. Yeah, I like it. So we got a Gyrocopter against an Earthshaker in the top lane. A lot of heroes in the mid, but mostly it's just a Darkseer against the Queen of Pain. Did I just say Darkseer? Oh my gosh. It's only going to get worse, boys. It's a Dragon Knight against the Queen of Pain. And okay, we have a Tusk lane pool with the Ancients on the Dire side. Now, I don't know how he's doing this. I have seen it on the Radiant side, but I haven't seen it on the Dire yet. So I know what he's doing. I just don't actually know what's going on. This fight recap won't disappear. Look at all those tangos that were eaten. So many tangos. Wow. Queen of Pain blinks in, and the Dragon Knight, the Dark Dragon Knight. Wow. Is just going to walk away. Darkseer being mostly zoned out, but he's already at level 3. And taking the Slar down to a pretty low level of health. Now here comes the Chilling Touch onto the Magic Missile. And the Crush hits onto Darkseer. Darkseer uses a Surge, not going to get away. That's another kill for the Ancient Apparition. And Vengeful Spirit popping the crate. Gonna find a bounty rune at the bottom rune spot. And Tusk is here. We've not seen him do the trick again yet. I would think it's the same principle as the Radiant pool. So we're gonna see him stack it. Alright, so he's gonna stack it. And he's going to block some of them and take them over to the mid lane. That's pretty simple. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, Dragon Knight getting ganked by the Vengeful Spirit. Here comes Tusk to help. Has a snowball available. Not even needing to use it. And once again, the creeps get pulled over to the Ancients. Gyrocopter has the early CS lead. For most of the teams, that seems to be the formula to success. Get the Gyrocopter off to a good start, and you'll probably do well in the game. The Dragon Knight keeps getting the daggers in the back from the Queen of Pain as well. Darkseer could be in trouble here as he scouts out. Oh, the Crush is going to miss, and the Cold Feet easily taken off by the Surge. And now here comes the Kang with the Haste Rune. Onto the Slardar, takes him out, and now that Haste Rune with the Ion Shell, very dangerous. Going right onto the Ancient Apparition, and the Ancient Apparition about to go down, does go down to the Darkseer. And now they go right onto the Vengeful Spear. Vengeful Spear going to keep trying to stay alive, isn't able to. Triple kill for the Darkseer as a nice Cold Embrace on the Dragon Knight keeps him alive underneath the tower. Probably wouldn't have been alive without that. Now here comes Juliana in from the side. Has that fissure available. One TP out from the Dragon Knight. Gonna get canceled by the Crush. And now the fissure comes through. Lots of Dire Heroes blocked in here. Tusk trying to get away, but the Darkseer not going to be as lucky. He goes in, tries to get the kill, and the Queen of Pain and eventually does go down to the Tusk Ice Shards. Tusk trying to TP in through the back. Will get out. So in the end, it's a 2-for-1 exchange on that bottom lane. So interesting couple events here. Leads to 10 kills, 5 for each team in 5 minutes into the match. Call down onto the top lane. Gyrocopter not able to dive that so far, even with the Earthshaker being pretty much out of mana. Here comes the Snowball onto the Queen of Pain. Dragon Tail there as well. And now the Queen of Pain, doesn't go down just yet. It manages to get that blink off. Now we'll bottle up. And the Queen of Pain is going to be okay after that gank attempt. Here comes an Observer Ward by the Tusk onto the mid lane. So that'll give them a little bit more vision as the Darkseer harassing other heroes off of the rune spot. Not going to happen though as he gets that Gold Feet off and he goes right in on that Vengeful Spirit. Now he puts the damage onto the Clop. Clop trying to take him out, and here comes the Cold Embrace. Crush doing a little bit of damage, but the Cold Embrace from the Winter Wyvern saving the Darkseer for just a moment. Eventually does go down. And the Winter Wyvern stuck on top of the hill, not quite taking down that Queen of Pain, going down to about 8 HP. Juliana in a bit of trouble. Here comes the call down. Eventually does hit onto the Vengeful Spirit, and Vengeful Spirit in a lot of hurt here on the top lane. Probably not the best TP here. Getting hit by the Wreck Barrage. Tusk almost goes down to the tower. Will go down to the tower as the Gyrocopter got the double kill. The Winter Wyvern has picked up the Arcane Boots, which allows him to get off of the cliff. Actually, just kidding. Nope. That's still unpathable. Tusk takes the bottle for the Dragon Knight and gives it back to him. Now the Dragon Knight got some blood flowing out of his back thanks to that dagger. Not feeling very good. Uses the Breathe Fire to clear some of those creeps. And the Queen of Pain puts another dagger into his back. She really likes those daggers. Slardar just going to try to farm away on the bottom lane, but he is getting harassed out by those Ion Shelled creeps. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, 3 heroes trying to back up. Here's a Sonic Wave. Gonna take out the Dragon Knight. Snowball wasn't fast enough, and now the Magic Missile in the back. Gonna be doing a lot of damage to the Tusk. Winter Wyvern not yet level 6, so not being able to do too much here. And the last screen from the Queen of Pain will give the Queen of Pain the double kill there in that mid lane engagement. Let's take a quick look at the Gyrocopter. He is level 8 right now with a Morbid Mask and Phase Boots. driving around on that rocket machine. And the Darkseer, no, almost could get caught out here. LeBron James not going to be in range for that crush. Still working on that blink dagger, which would help him get in range of those. But he goes back to farming. The Dragon Knight hanging around that mid lane. Double damage Quap going in on the Dragon Knight. She's going to get stunned up and not able to go in on the Dragon Knight at this time. Even with that double damage rune. Here comes the smoke. Tusk and the Gyrocopter smoked up here, looking for some kind of kill. Dragon Knight might do some baiting here, especially with that double damage. Queen of Pain. Smoke not popped just yet. And they're waiting for their chance. Breathe Fire is used. And here comes the stun. And the call down. Can the Queen of Pain get out? Yes, she can. But here comes the Snowball. Snowball not going to hit just yet. And Juliana doing a little bit of damage too. Gyrocopter comes in with the back with the Rocket Barrage. Will it take down the Queen of Pain? One last auto attack. Will. And meanwhile, on the bottom, the Slardar has taken out the Darkseer while all that was going on. Sardar's still getting pretty low with that Ion Shell damage. Something you have to be careful of. Sardar fairly low in that bottom lane, and they might want to go for a gank here. Here comes Tuscan from the side. Has that Snowball available. And was scouted out. Now the Gyrocopter goes for the stack. And the TP on the mid lane as the Dragon Knight was stunned up. He did get the tower. And he's trying to get out now. Blink in by the Queen of Pain. He stops for an auto attack. Oh, the Snowball misses, but the Scream is enough to take down the Dragon Knight. Winter Wyvern in to do a little bit more damage. Save the Tusk a little bit. And the Tusk is going to get some regen from that Cold Embrace. He seems pretty happy about it, actually. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, Juliana in trouble, getting hit by that call down. Another flat cannon will take out the Earthshaker. And now, the Queen of Pain on the backside, getting thrown up into the air by the Walrus Punch. And here's the Cold Embrace. You can't attack them, but you can stun them. Double kill by the Gyrocopter, and the Cold Embrace going to save up the Dragon Knight. The Dragon Knight... now safe and sound on the mid lane. It was a 2-for-1. How did the Dragon Knight die? Did he die? I don't think he did. He got Cold Embraced. The fight recap's just been a little bit screwy. Maybe I'm wrong. Please tell me if I am, but I don't think the Dragon Knight went down. Couple of Ion Shells going in on that bottom lane. Darkseer is trying to push it out. The bottom tower is rather low. And not too many heroes can go up against the double Ion Shell at this point. Dragon Knight hanging out here. Doesn't have any mobility. And there's only a mechanism recipe on the courier. So here comes the first Ice Blast. Up to Dragon Knight. Gonna hit him. As the Dragon Knight takes the tower within deny range. And the rest of his team smoked up. Goes in behind the Ancient Apparition. Ancient Apparition in trouble. Dragon Knight ult is popped. And the Ancient Apparition goes down. The push continues on the bottom lane for Wei Ji. Wu Jie. Something like that. Gyrocopter far and above the highest on the net worth chart. And let's take a look at his inventory. Looking pretty good. Also working towards a Yasha. Do a little bit of damage to that tower. Oh, look at the top of that. Slardar comes in. LeBron James. Oh, he gets trapped in by the ice shards. He's trapped. And now he doesn't have a crush for another 1 second. Crush in 1 second. There's a wall. He's going to crush on the Dragon Knight and an illusion. But the Urn of Shadows is going to eventually finish off the Slardar. Now on the backside, Vengeful Spirit in the wrong place at the right time for the Dire, at least. And the Magic Missile will go into the Tusk, but it doesn't matter. It's a double kill for the Winter Wyvern, who is on a dominating streak. Someone thought they nerfed Winter Wyvern. I guess it wasn't enough, at least against this team. Ice Blast comes through and hits a couple of those heroes on the Dire. And the top tier 1 tower goes down as well. The bottom tier 2 still has to go down, and the Dire are waiting for more creeps. The Gyrocopter looking for some way to get into this. He'll take a D ward. Now the Dire continue their push. Not too much can go against this Gyrocopter right now at level 11. 2 levels higher than anybody else on the map. And the bottom tier 2 tower will go down in the end. The Ice Blast's gonna miss. And in terms of XP and net worth, we've got a 2,000 net worth, XP lead for Wu Jie, and 5,000 for net worth. Nice effigy there. Have a nice day, bro. Nice. Got a Juggernaut effigy. And then there's Storm Spirit with a bit of a disheveled look there. And, okay, well, the Queen of Pain went down. Well, no, the Dragon Knight went down in the jungle. And now here comes the Ice Blast, going to hit onto the Gyrocopter. He is currently farming the creeps. Now the Sonic Wave comes through the wall, going to do a little bit of zoning as the Queen of Pain goes for some Ancients. The Dire wanted to try to do something here, but the Dragon Knight's already gone down. I want to look at more of those effigies. Oh yeah, he likes that sexy finger. Middle tower went down. I still like that effigy. Wonder if the Radiant have any good ones. Oh yeah, nice. Vengeful Spirit keeps going through the wall, giving them vision. And Gyrocopter's gonna come through and farm the rest of the creeps. Ice Blast again comes through, gonna hit on 2. And the Hadouken comes out from the Satyr creep. The Gyrocopter goes back over and farms some more creeps. Gyrocopter pretty good at killing the creeps here. He's got 103 kills on those creeps. That is the highest in the game by about 30. And we hit the 17-minute mark, waiting for him to finish those off. The Dire are all grouped here, except for the Dragon Knight. Again, we have that Blade Mail on the Queen of Pain. It's a little bit reminiscent of that Nature's Prophet build, where you would get a couple of no talismans and force them to either go through the Blade Mail or just run away, I guess. And now here comes the call down on the LeBron James. And the snowball not going to be in time. The Vengeful Spirit about to go down. There's a crush on 3 by LeBron James, though, and he'll slither away. Fissure going to keep them out. And now the... Okay. Earthshaker not even going to be close to getting out. He gets hit by the Dragon Tail. And now the Dire are free to push through top. They get 2 kills. And the Ice Blast, well, a good thought, not actually going to hit anything. Well, it does hit anything, just not heroes. So now come the Dire through the top lane. Dragon Knight leading the charge with his dragon form. He is 1 in 5, but His team is still doing pretty well and can push on this map. They take down the tower, then they're probably going to back up as the supports have, well, Darkseer and the Winter Wyvern have backed off. So let's take a quick look at the items. Swardar has the Vitality Booster and a Blink Dagger. The Ancient Apparition has a Point Booster and a Hand of Midas. And the Winter Wyvern has a Blink Dagger. They're going to continue to roam around the map, trying to find some gold before they go for the fights here. Darkseer at level 10, almost at level 11, so he's probably gonna at least want another level before he starts fighting again. But the Radiant have some other ideas as they're kind of grouping around that bottom lane. He'll just wait here in the trees. And now LeBron James going to get spied out by the creeps. The Darkseer are going to TP out. And a BKB will be picked up by a Gyrocopter. 7-0-2 in this game. Winter Wyvern blinks up. Going to hit a ranged creep. Getting the kill there. The Ice Blast will push the lane back out. Not before Tusk can do a little bit of farming on his own. So teams kind of going around each other at this moment. Queen of Pain almost at that Aghanim Scepter. And now, well, we're going to see nothing happening. Again, this is a match in the round of 64. The winner goes to the round of 32 and probably makes it to the second day of games here at the Southeast Asia Dota 2 Qualifier. Number 2. TP onto the bottom lane. And the Dire are all grouped up here. The smoke pops. And it's going to be easily taken off. Well, quickly taken off. And the Queen of Pain about to go down. Does go down. Echo Slam on the backside by the Earthshaker. But it doesn't matter. Tusk punches the Swardar up, and the Earthshaker in trouble. Gonna eventually goes down. The Ice Blast comes through, hits on 2, but it's already 3 down. And that's all the cores for Road to Garbage, I guess. Road to Garbage. Let's just say it. (12-19) is the kill score. The Dire go right into the Roshan pit. And I'm going to drink some fluids. The Ancient Apparition Ice Blast comes through. Takes a couple of heroes out of that pit. But there isn't any follow-up. And the Dragon Knight's going to pick up that Aegis. He's also got a Blink Dagger, and now the Gyrocopter going to farm up those creeps. He's got that Yasha. We'll see what he decides to build yet next. Could be a Mantis style, but we're more used to seeing the Sanjin Yasha coming out from the Gyrocopters. Or maybe it could be another item entirely. The Queen of Pain has finished up that Aghanim Scepter. And the Swardar's gold looking okay for the type of hero that Swardar is. Even though it started in that safe lane. Moving pretty fast with the sprint. And now we're looking towards the next target. Awuje going to push in that top lane. So the push starting to materialize on the top lane. Gyrocopter is on the other side of the map though, and most likely won't be available for this push. As we go in here, Dragon Knight going right in on that tier 2 tower, and on the backside Queen of Pain seeing if she's ready to go in. The rest of her team not too ready, and here comes the Ice Blast, and it could hit, will hit onto the Dragon Knight, and the dagger's just gonna go into the dragon's back. And the Blade Mail on cooldown from the Queen of Pain, and here comes a swap. Nice vacuum brings the Queen of Pain back in, and alright, that's an interesting use of the Winter's Curse. Doesn't last for long on the creep though. How does that work? Alright, and there's those curse to attack them. So cursing a creep there actually only just keeps people around it for a moment. It doesn't actually do too much. Nova, I missed you. The top tier 2 tower went down. And now the Dragon Knight's going to TP out, find some creeps in the bottom lane, and farm those up. Ice Blast comes through. We'll end up hitting him and push the lane back out. Only one tier 2 tower remaining for R2B. And we're closing in on 4 o'clock here. And the stream's been running for quite a few hours now. We've got a smoke coming out from the Earthshaker. He's running towards the Roshan pit. Gonna find a haste rune, but the creeps are pushing in top. Will they find anything? The Dragon Knight is close. And he's gonna blink out. And the Dire not really making any moves just yet. All is quiet on the western front as the heroes smoke up, look for another initiation, only showing the Quap on that bottom lane, and the creeps continue to push in top, so I think they know that something is afoot, but it only depends who gets caught out here. Blink in by the Dragon Knight, Dragon Tail onto the Earthshaker, can't get anything off, and now the Ancient Epic trying to get away, gets vacuumed back, and eventually will go down. They left the creeps behind a little bit, and they're going to need some of those, but instead they decide to go in through mid, where the Queen of Pain is pushing out the creeps. Gyrocopter uses a rocket barrage here. And they have that Alpha Wolf with them, which does not break the backdoor protection. And then look at that Queen of Pain just being annoying as ever, cutting those creeps so that the Dire can't push in those towers. So no creeps available for the Dire to push in the base. We did have the Manta style by the Gyrocopter. Let's take a quick look at the XP and gold graphs here. XP is going to be 12,000 in favor of the Dire and about the same for net worth. Winter Wyvern with the blink just going around that Radiant jungle, putting some wards down. And Tusk, well, he's got some wards. And he's putting them down. Couple wards. Let's take a look at these wards. Little hand coming out of the ground. It's a bit creepy. And then this little ward guy. He's looking pretty good. It's a Stone Seer. Looks pretty cool. So we got a couple heroes hanging around that Ancients area for the Radiant. Could someone get caught out? There is the double damage rune. Gonna get hit a little bit, and Johnny's gonna pick it up. The Slardar didn't even seem interested in it at all. I really like that set on Vengeful Spirit. Looks pretty good. And we all know that Dota is about to set. So the creeps are pushing in the mid lane. The Gyrocopter is pushing in top. And we'll see what happens next. The Queen of Pain has that Ogre Club, probably working towards a BKB. And here comes the Ice Blast, only going to hit the creeps, not going to hit on any heroes. So now the Dragon Knight just going to put some damage onto that tier 2 tower. And there's no backdoor protection for now. Yep, and the tower will go down to the Dragon Knight, and that's the last outer tower remaining. All the heroes for the Dire, they're sitting along that mid lane. The Roshan will respawn in more than a minute. So the Dire are going to get out of there. And they're just going to back up. Couple of TPs onto the bottom lane as the Queen of Pain trying to get out. Gyrocopter going to find her for a second. She's going to blink to the south. And run away. And then run back in. She does have that Blade Mail available. Gyrocopter going to be farming up some creeps. Takes them out before the Queen of Pain can. Now he's going to go over to the bottom rune spot. Possibly could find a rune here. Instead, it looks like he's going to be finding the Ancients that he stacked. 4,500 gold in the bank for him. And we'll see what the next move is for the Dire, who definitely have a firm hold on this match. Gyrocopter with a pretty good net worth. He's gotten the point booster and he sells it again. And instead gets the Demon Edge. So that's where he's spending his gold. And he heads off towards the bottom lane. 9-0-3 for his kill score. Doing pretty well so far. And now he's going to flat cannon down that bottom wave. Game seems to be nearing a turning point here. We've got the Darkseer hanging out in the trees, putting up another headdress. Meanwhile, the rest of the Dire heading off towards bottom a little bit. There is a Gyrocopter sort of close if needed, and he's also picked up that Monkey King bar. That's an interesting pickup. What did the rating have that he needs the Monkey King bar for? I don't see it at all. Maybe he just wants a mini bash? In any case, he picks up the Monkey King bar, and he's got almost 1,800 health at this point. However, he has no buyback. So it's just going to push that bottom lane a little bit, and there's nothing that the Radiant can do about it. And he's just going to ride around on the friendly skies. What does he do with his head? Where does he put it? Anyway. Gyrocopter, gonna let Tusk pick up the bounty rune, and he'll go and farm the Ancients. He's got to try to get to that buyback. He's still about 600 gold away from it. So he's most likely going to wait until then to fight. And this Roshan will respawn in 20 seconds-ish. A longer respawn for the Dire. I mean, the Radiant could take it, but it's really the Dire's for the taking. Here comes the blink. Dragon Tail onto the Vengeful Spear. Vengeful Spear gets force staffed onto the high ground. And now here comes the stun, crush, Echo Slam onto the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight uses the BKB. He's going to try to get out. And meanwhile, the Gyrocopter doing the damage on the backside. He's using the flat cannon. Everything's going nearly down. And there's a double kill by your Gyrocopter. Johnny gets a kill in there too. There's a Tusk roll onto the Ancient Apparition. Walrus Punch gonna interrupt that TP, and the Ancient Apparition not long for this world as the Tusk combines with the Darkseer to get that kill. 4 for 1 in the jungle, And that is a big fight for the Dire, as this allows them to go take that Roshan easily without having to worry about that pesky Ice Blast. So the Dire all surround the Roshan, who doesn't look all too happy about it. And let's take a quick look at the XP and gold graph after that engagement. 20,000 in favor of Wu Jie for XP, and a little bit more than, well, we're getting towards 20,000 for gold anyway. The regen rune spawns right next to the Dragon Knight. He picks it up, gets it real quick. And now we're going to see where Wu Jie decide to go. They go towards the bottom lane where the creeps are already pushing a little bit. And the gyrocopter quickly goes through with the flat cannon. In the last fight, there was just so much damage coming out from that flat cannon of the gyrocopter. And in the mid lane, Tusk goes into a snowball, goes in, and oh, look at that 3-man vacuum. And there is the Dragon Knight doing all the damage. The Ice Blast comes through, and the call down is there as well. The Vengeful Spirit eventually goes down. The Tusk goes down as well, though, and the Dark Sphere is getting pretty low. Gyrocopter doing as much as he can. Does end up taking the Ancient Apparition with the help of the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight eventually getting the kill there and pops the Dragon form. Now they pop the Mantis style, going right in onto that tower. The Gyrocopter going to get earned up and doing a lot of damage to that tower. They will probably take it down. Alright, here comes a crush by the Slardar. BKB by the Queen of Pain, and the Winter's Curse goes right through that. And Echo Slam on the backside on the Dragon Knight, taking him pretty low. And now Gyrocopter, gotta be careful. Could pop that Aegis. Doesn't pop just yet. The Earthshaker goes down, and Kang goes right onto the Queen of Pain with that Blade Mail. Does get the kill there, and that's only an Aegis on the Gyrocopter. GG gets called, and I guess it's going to be Wu Jie caking the win here. Okay, there was a buyback. Maybe that GG was fake. It's Pinoy Dota, who knows? However, I guess the game is still afoot here. Alright. Well, I guess the game is actually over. The Earthshaker not going to get killed there, but Wu Jie get into the round of 32 of the Southeast Asia Regional Open Qualifier number 2, and they'll get to the next day, which is the goal. Johnny 8-0-9 on that winner Wyvern, being pretty good with the positioning in that last match, and that'll do it for that. And we'll see if we have any more matches to cast tonight. Of course, we'll be continuing with the stream up through the Americas qualifier, but you know, for now, we've just got the Southeast Asia ones kind of closing down.